Nature is a giant lesson book. There are many pages, and on each page there's a lot of life. Most people appreciate nature, but they don't know how to read the pages that they are looking at because they haven't been taught to do that. I'm going to give you an example and teach you a little bit about how to read nature. I'm still learning myself. I'm going to toss a stone into the pond, and I'm going to talk about what we can learn. Think vibration, frequency, energy, and spirit. What you just witnessed was the effect of a stone being tossed onto the surface of a pond. And that is also a picture of how sound reaches your ears. It's also a picture of how light reaches your eyes. And all these signals are transferred to the brain so that we can make sense of them. What happens is, over time, as we learn and observe things in nature, we learn that there are things that are unusual, something that we don't quite understand. It gives us some insight into the bigger picture. When we look into the pond, when we look at the pond on the surface, we are basically made to be above in the air. But when you go beneath the surface of the pond, there are fish and many other things that live there. Those of us, the creatures that live out of the water, obviously we go into the water and swim, and take a bath or whatever, but what is seen beneath the surface of the water is quite different. It's like being at a different dimension, a different world. Every color in the spectrum of the rainbow comes to us as a vibration, a frequency. It's something that we can't see. So when I say we can't see, there are some things we can't see. For instance, we can't see the light or the radiation from an X-ray or many of the other spectrums of light. There are some animals, for instance deer, that do not see the bright color orange, because that's one of the reasons that hunters wear bright orange jackets and caps when they go hunting. It is seen by other hunters, but it's not seen by the deer. Imagine that you are a baby in your mother's womb, and as you're in this place, this warm place, you've had 9 months to learn some things about your mother. You've been developing. You're about to be born. but something happens and you end up not being born. Instead, you stay inside this place, this womb. It's warm and comfortable and you're cared for. 12 months goes by and you're still in there. 5 years goes by and you're still there. 10 years goes by and you're still there. 15 years, 20 years, 40 years pass, 50 years, 65 years pass, and you're still in your mother's womb. What have you learned by being in your mother's womb? You know that whatever she eats affects you. You know that when she's cold, you can feel it. You can feel it when she gets a massage or when she's in the shower taking a bath. And you've learned how to communicate with her by kicking on the inside of her belly. And if you really want to bother her, then sometimes you turn over. Sometimes you turn upside down and do different things inside of her womb. But you've never seen your mother. You've been able to develop your imagination some, but all of your senses are based upon what is coming through your ears, your feeling, things like that. You can hear her sing. You can hear her talking to other people. You can hear when she's going places. You can feel her tense up when she's afraid. You can feel her relax when she goes to sleep at night. You've learned a lot of things about your mother, but you've never seen her. Yet you have this relationship with your mother. You might even be sharing the same space with someone else, a brother or a sister, a twin, inside of this warm place, inside of your mother. 65 years you've been here. And the reason that you don't know what your mother looks like is because you haven't seen the light. Because it's the light that transfers information to our eyes so that we can understand what somebody looks like. So in the same way, when we think about light, when we think about frequency, when we think about vibration, when we think about energy, all of these things say something to us about our world, about the universe. How are we treating our mother? How is she treating us? Are we about to be born? Are we about to see the light?